earlier and giving you the advice that Mary Beth Rowe gave to me, which was when you see a down blanket, go ahead and get it. Now, I will tell you that my personal story was I looked for a down blanket. It was December or January time. Could not find one on QVC.com. We literally didn't have any inventory. So I was forced to go somewhere else. I hate to say it. I had to go somewhere else to get it. Nancy Hornback over here is ready to take me down for that. I went somewhere else. I had a, just get in here, yeah. I had such, I've got to tell this to you. Okay, please. I went somewhere else and the blanket that I got did not have the patches in it. So
those
every
are called
morning,
baffle boxes, yes.
I am like going like this, trying to get the down to go back to where I'm sleeping. That now, I just ended up turning it around and there were buttons on the bottom of it. Now I sleep next to the buttons every night in hopes that the down will go down the other way. And it's become this whole mess that I'm looking at this price now thinking, okay, I'm just gonna redo it because actually the blue is speaking to me and so is the gray here. This down blanket is a clearance price. It's rare that we even have down blankets, first of all. The fact that we have it here on clearance is the reason why in a mention of this, it's already flying out of here. Your color options are the gray that you see here. Then we also have it here in the mocha.
Yep.
Queen and king only in the mocha with less than 4 dozen in each. That's gonna go very fast.
Yeah.
Queen and king, that's all you can get in the mocha. Then over here, this one is going to be your linen. Twin, we have 4 dozen. 5 dozen in the queen, in the full, sorry, 5 dozen in the full, 4 dozen in the twin. 300 in the queen, and in the king, there's less than 200 here in that linen. After that one, this is the iceberg green.
And this stays
sold out of twin, very limited in the full, less than 300 in the queen, and 300 in the king. Then the white, I love that white.
It's called
like
bright white, and it is a true bright white.
Oh, it's amazing. We're good there, I think, on all options.
Good.
We also have it in that blue, is called navy.
My favorite. I've never seen us do, the Northern Nights team, do this navy before, ever. I've been with Northern Nights. I've loved Northern Nights for 16 years, and they've been around for 30 years. I've never seen this, and I squealed when I opened the package.
Twin and full, sold out. Can't even get it in that.
Okay.
Queen, last call. 3 dozen in the king. And that's the one that I'd be going with. So like, I need to hurry up and go to the phone.
This is awesome.
And then finally here, this one is your violet.
Yep.
King only. With less than 100, we're sold out of every other option there. Nancy Hornback is the one that you see here in the studio, former QVC host, and a big fan of Northern Nights that now gets to work with them. Talk to us about the down blanket, because you're not only getting the down blanket, you're getting the matching shams and that shadow dot, which is great. But a down blanket, I can tell you from experience of sleeping on one, I mean, amazing. Yeah, I sleep with down year round. I have for years and years and years and years. So the down is all about the warmth without the weight. So you're getting the warmth, and down is one of the best insulators on the planet because it is lightweight and it's able to capture that warm air and kind of keep you with it. But I say that in the middle of sweltering weather. But I have to tell you that right now it is freezing inside of this studio space. I'm freezing and I want to curl up in this, right? So a down blanket, this is why it's good for all year. First of all, it can be a layering piece right now with your comforter if someone sleeps has got the AC turned up high. Sure. But right now, because we offer the down blanket with the shams, this is now your top of bed. Take off your comforter. This is your top of bed. You're gonna have your sheets underneath that. You maybe put a little maybe one of the home reflections blanket that you've got coming up, maybe at the foot of this bed. But this is a beautifully, beautifully done. And I'm so sorry to say that I don't know that we're gonna be having even another down blanket this coming up at the end of the year. I don't know. I have not seen it come through yet. But that's why if you want this is the time to stock away those gifts with this. Great advice. You'll love this. Here's the thing, 400 were picked up today alone. That's awesome. So thank you. Alone, you guys will love 400 people have picked up on this. There's a couple of things that I like about the down that Northern Nights does. First of all, they wash it more than anybody else that I've ever seen. Yes. And that's important because by doing so, when you get down blanket that is washed with just the minimum requirements, you end up getting all this extra dander.
Yeah.
And anybody that has allergies oftentimes can become allergic to the blanket.
Exactly, because of this, but our down blankets are hypoallergenic. So if you have any sort of allergies, you should be totally fine with it. Because of what you just said, Justin, we will actually wash this 3 times more than the US standard.
Really?
That's why it's hypoallergenic. That's why we're so comfortable putting this in a clear jar so you can see it's not a dirty down. And then the next thing that we love to do, I hope
I'm so
we don't
excited.
escape.
I know we lost one.
These are escaping. We do our sweet spot at QVC and at Northern Nights is a 650 fill power down. And what that means for you is lighter, fluffier. And when we have a little graphic that we might be able to see that shows the difference between a 300 fill power and a 650 fill power.
Wow.
That's 1 ounce each. That's 1 ounce each.
That's the same weight.
Same exact weight. But you see the difference in when you have a fluffier, better, cleaner, bigger, kind of fluff ball, if you will, in your 650 fill power. That's what gives you the extra warmth without the weight. And it just makes a superior product. Yeah.
I'll tell you, I first experienced down this past winter. So this past December, January is when I got my down blanket at home. And the thing that I can best relate it to, Nick and I, in the fall of last year, we went to Washington, D.C., and we ended up spending a weekend at this super fancy hotel.
Okay.
The only reason that we went there was because we had credit card points. And so we were like,
gotta go.
We were treating ourselves to it. So we went to it, and the next morning, we literally canceled everything because the mattress was so comfortable, the blanket was so comfortable. We were like, we are doing breakfast in bed, we were just hanging here and that's it.
Perfect.
Got home, and it was a down blanket that we had. Every single night now, that is what I get to experience.
Yeah.
I look forward to jumping in my bed every single night.
And that's the way you should. But
exactly.
Sorry, go ahead.
What I don't look forward to, because I do have a one that is a little bit different, I don't look forward to having to push the down all the way to the top of the bed every single night. That's prevented here because of, now what's the what's my word of the day?
Baffle box. These are the baffle. Yeah, these are sewn down back boxes that we do because we want to make sure that the down stays put, because that is a complaint. I've been, as I said, I've been sleeping on down for decades. But when Northern Nights does a down blanket, they have done these baffle boxes to keep the down where it's supposed to be. It doesn't get to the side or to the back or anything else. It just stays in the box, which is awesome. You can wash this. This is hypoallergenic. This is year-round use as a layering piece or as top of bed because of the shams. 100% cotton is going to be what is on you. We do, and by the way, this is 300 thread count. And then that 650 fill power, this is the sham it comes with. And what we've done, something a little different with this, is that we actually gave you an envelope closure, but usually it's here in the center.
Yes.
But we wanted to give you the use of the entire, whichever side your pillow gets on, it's not a big deal. And we gave you some extra fabric here to fully cover up that pillow.
Which is great. I mean, it looks beautiful. The little shadow dot pattern on it is amazing.
Let's show that. I don't know if we can do that or not.
It's subtle, which I really like.
Yeah.
And it's just that extra little bit of texture that you can find, and it's perfect in the right lighting too that you're gonna see it.
Perfect, look at that. There you go.
Over 232,000 Northern Night blankets have been sold on QVC. You don't sell that many of something unless it's really good.
No.
And the fact that we have this here on a clearance price, well, that's the reason why it's really popular right now.
Yeah.
That's why hundreds have been picked up today alone. We are getting limited in a lot of what we have. We are in the gray. That is the one that we're in right now.
And it's a cool gray. It's not a warm gray, it's a cool gray.
It's so neutral, so it will work with so much, which is great.
Yes.
Less than 200 in the queen in the gray.
Okay.
If you want the king, 5 dozen in the king in the gray.
Don't wait.
Then let's go on that end there by you.
Yeah.
I know, like the blue, I think you matched your pants specifically to match the navy. But right here, this is going to be the lavender, the violet.
That's your violet. That's a very
king
soft.
only.
Very soft violet.
Yeah, less than 100 there in the king, and that's it. There it is in your navy.
Favorite. This navy is so rich and so beautiful. I mean, honestly, pair it with your white sheets and you are done. Very much of a nautical flavor of look, but it is so handsome, I'm telling you.
Queen and king only in the blue. In that navy, 1 dozen in the queen, and then that's sold out. Last dozen to go. 3 dozen in the king, and that's it. The white, we're good on all of them. There, that's
Yes.
actually your best bet. There you see the layering, which I think is gorgeous.
That one I think is the linen that we're showing right there. Maybe it isn't. Maybe that is the bright. Oh, it is bright white.
Yep, that's bright white. Here it is in that iceberg green. The iceberg green, very popular. I love that one there.
Isn't that pretty?
We also have it in the linen, which is more of like a tan.
Tan,
Yeah,
light tan.
Color.
Yep.
And then finally in the mocha as well, H473964. If you want the mocha, queen and king only, 5 dozen in queen, less than 2 dozen in the king. And mocha is the color of the year too, so that's like a really great one to be able to go with. You can't go wrong here with down. Give it a try. You have 30 days to be able to bring it at home. Look, if you bring it at home right now in the summertime and use down, I guarantee you in the AC, when it's on blast, it's the best thing. But then in the wintertime too, it also keeps you warm and cozy. You're not gonna want to get out of bed. That's the only warning I give you.
And you can wash it, so don't baby it. You'll love
There you go.
it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
H473924, super popular in this show. Thanks so much, Nance. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right. You cannot go wrong with that one, let me tell you. And I hope, is there more that's available in that navy blue and the king? Because that's the one that I want. I want that personally.